My name is Karma Topden. I'm from Sikkim. I'm a devotee of His Holiness the Karmapa. Also a loyal Indian. I was a former IS officer in Sikkim, a former member of parliament, and former Indian ambassador to Mongolia. And I'm a person who's taken oath to the Constitution of India. I will also introduce my friends on my right. Mr. Naresh Mathur, a senior advocate of the Supreme Court of India.
And the Delhi High Court.
And the High Court, yes. And Honorable Mr. Tsering Dhondup, Minister of Finance in the Dalai Lama's administration in India.
Mr. Tsering Dhondup.
Mr. Tsering Dhondup, Finance Minister of the Dalai Lama's administration. And Mr. Sandeep Kakar, Chartered Accountant. And Mr. Karma Chungalpa, Secretary General of the Rumtek Dharma Chakra Center in Gangtok, Sikkim. I had a meeting with His Holiness the Karmapa this morning, and he sends his good wishes to all the members of the media who are here. He's also asked me to explain to you his reasons for coming to India. He gave me 5 reasons. One reason was that the Chinese were beginning to put pressure on him to go against the Dalai Lama and to support the Panchen Lama selected by them. The Karmapa did not want to be put in this position of going against the Dalai Lama, so he decided to leave Tibet. His second reason for coming to India was that he wanted to complete his spiritual studies. For the completion of his spiritual studies, he needed to receive these oral teachings according to the Karma Kagyu tradition from the gurus of his lineage, who had received them also from the 16 Karmapa directly, his predecessor. All his gurus were in India, and since they could not come to Tibet to give him these teachings, he decided to come to India so that he could receive these teachings and complete his spiritual education. The third reason why he decided to come to India was because he wanted to see the Dalai Lama himself and to receive His Holiness's blessing. The fourth reason why he decided to come to India was because he had heard a lot about the activities of his illustrious predecessor, the 16th Karmapa, all his activities in India and in Sikkim, where he settled, and Rumtek Monastery, which became his headquarters in India. So as he had heard a lot of these, he wanted to come to India and visit these places and see them for himself. Also, he had heard a lot about the activities of his predecessor in India, and from India his travel abroad, where he had spread the word of the Dharma and set up various Karma Kagyu centers all around the world. So the 17th Karmapa wanted to follow the footstep of the 16th Karmapa and believing and knowing that India was a free country. Unlike Tibet, where there is suppression, where religious freedom is not allowed. He had come to India so that he could freely gain spiritual knowledge from his gurus, freely practice his dharma, and freely preach his dharma in India and in the rest of the world. That was his main reason coming to India. And when he came to India, he was given refuge in India. And he is very grateful for the refuge given to him by the government of India and the people of India, and for all the hospitality and courtesy shown to him throughout his stay in India. He continues to be very grateful and will remain grateful always to the people of India and to the government of India. And throughout his stay in India, he has been conscious of his obligations to India. He has prayed for the welfare of India and the people of India, and he continues to do that even now.